Hi, this is Ash. I am the vendor hall manager and treasurer of GeekGirlCon. I'm here today with Optimystical Studios, one of our amazing vendors. Optimistical, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Adrian. I use he, him pronouns, and I am half of Optimistical Studios.
So, Adrian, can you tell us a little bit about your brand and what inspired you to start it?
So, I have been making silver and gold jewelry for 26 years, and I am a giant nerd. And we started Optimistical Studios in January of 2010 with the goal of merging those two things.
Well, I think you are very well at home here at GeekGirlCon being a giant nerd.
Very much.
So, you have been a longtime supporter of GeekGirlCon and a vendor for many, many years. What keeps you coming back?
So, like I said, we started our business in January of 2010, and in August of 2010, we were here in Seattle at the very first GeekGirlCon. We were like, should we? It's its first year. And we're like, it hits all of our sort of things because at the time, Optimistical Studios was a company run by two women. Now it is a company run by a dude and a non-binary person. The makeup of who owns the business has not really changed. So GeekGirlCon has just, it always feels like home. My partner came to the second year and was like, this is the only convention where I don't feel weird complimenting someone's Power Girl cosplay.
Nice.
You know, because it's just, it's so open and welcoming, and you know, the people who are in those sorts of cosplays aren't getting weird comments from other people, so you can legitimately give them a compliment and not feel like it's going to seem weird. And it just feels good to be here. And
High praise.
and there's folks that I've met here that I sold them their very first piece of pride jewelry, and now they're asking me to make their engagement rings because they're no longer like middle school students, they're adults.
15 years, yeah. This is our 15th year with you. So,
Yeah.
I could see that. Well, I know you brought some products with us today. So,
Yeah.
what do you have over there? I see some shiny things, and I'm
Yes.
immediately interested.
So the first thing I brought to show off is a cosplay custom that I made. This is Galadriel's crown from The Lord of the Rings. This is all sterling silver. It's all hand forged and riveted together. The flowers are all formed individually, and they have little white topaz set in the ends of them.
Let's hand that off to our lovely hand model so that she can get a closer look of it. That is absolutely gorgeous, Adrian.
And
You do stunning work.
a friend who I think I met her first at GeekGirlCon asked if that was something I could do, or I was like, challenge accepted.
Absolutely. That is absolutely gorgeous. Well, that is your custom work. What about if I went up to your booth? What do you have right now?
So, one of the big things that we're doing right now is our Dungeons and Diamonds collection, which is mostly rings, but also a couple of pendants, and they are all like that. This particular piece is our Rogue's ring. It's one of our class rings, and they're all based on D&D classes, and they come with magic item cards that give them special abilities that you can work into your D&D campaign.
Can I take a look at that? So
Yeah.
This one says ring. Once attuned to the Rogue's ring, you have advantage on dexterity checks that rely on moving silently. In addition, you can cast the Arcane Eye spell once per long rest. I would use that ring.
right?
Definitely. Definitely.
And so we've designed cards that go with all of the different pieces to make them more of a part of your game. So it's not just a piece of jewelry. It goes like that extra nerdy step.
Yeah, it's in your life, in your game, in your life, in your everywhere.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything else you got?
The other ring that I brought is also from this collection, and is our Druid's ring, which this ring I will tell people at our booth, I don't have a favorite child, but if I did, and then I just pat it.
And then you just pat it, yeah. I will say I'm a little biased because that is my wedding band. So I'm just a touch biased about that ring.
Well, I mean, it's got such pretty colors in it. And,
Yeah.
And green is a good color for you, so you know.
Thank you. So, if you could collaborate, you're doing the Dungeons & Dragons, you're doing the Lord of the Rings, if you could collaborate with any fandom, artist, or geeky property, what would it be and why?
So I spent some time before this trying to figure out a more appropriate way to say murder. And the answer is there isn't one. So I would trade my hypothetical firstborn for a chance to work with either Dimension 20 or Critical Role, because getting to build magic items or something like that that fit into those game worlds specifically would, like, it just makes like my insides go hee hee hee.
Okay, I'm a Dimension 20 fan, so which season of Dimension 20?
Okay, specifically the thing that I really want to make with Dimension 20 is I want to make Adine. I want to make a charm bracelet with all of her very, very fat familiars and summons. Like, I want to make Boggy and all of them just as because we do sterling charms that are D&D themed. Because like I've got my D20 charm, but I want to make all of those round little guys as sterling charms on a bracelet. Like,
Nice.
Desperately.
That would be, I would buy that, definitely.
Right?
100%, yeah. So, well, that's what you want to do, but what are you doing next?
So what we're doing next, Thanksgiving weekend is Geek the Halls in Portland, Oregon, at the Doubletree by Lloyd Center. And so like my brain is somewhat focused on that. And then we've got a few new Dungeons and Diamonds pieces that we're working on. We've got some new signet rings in the works for various fandoms. And we've got, we do have a really big announcement coming, but I can't share it quite yet. I'm not going to be able to share it until like the first of the year.
Okay.
But
where can we find that announcement?
So that will get posted to our socials, which are at Optimysticals on Twitter. No, not Twitter. Not, ignore that. Tumblr is what
There
I
you
meant to
go.
say. Tumblr, Blue Sky, technically Facebook, and technically Instagram.
Okay.
And then we also have an email list
Okay.
that it'll go out to.
And you have a website, right?
Yes, and we have a website, which is optimysticalstudios.com.
All right. Well, come see Optimystical Studios. What booth number are you at? Is it 128? 110. 110.
Yeah.
110. Come see Optimystical Studios at booth 110 in the vendor hall on the 3rd floor. And up next, we have a special performance from the Video Game Music Choir. And will you hear your favorite video game ballad? Find out here on Twitch.